So guys, it's time to work on the little Celica in the workshop. Before I get started, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be doing heaps of work on this car, so down in that bottom corner there, click on that subscribe button and keep up to date with the progress, because there's going to be lots of material coming out. Well guys, welcome to another KamicarzCreation video. Times have changed. My little UC Tirana that I've been building is out of the shed for a couple of weeks. Got a run on in a couple of weeks in it, and it's pretty much ready to go. But I thought I'd bring the little Celica, or over in America as they call them, Celica. Anyway, she's in the garage. I'm going to do a little bit of work on her over the next couple of weeks. The rear end is quite tight, and I think it's just a handbrake cable that's given it a problem. She's got a few little clunks and rattles in the front end, so I'm going to pull the front wheels off and have a look. It's been sitting for a long time, could be wheel bearings, who knows. But I want to have a bit of a look at the mechanics underneath it and make sure it's all reasonably sound. I'm probably going to pull that intercooler setup, the radiator, all of that stuff out of it and start to look at cleaning that up. And probably in about 4 weeks' time, it'll be going off to the painters for a full body job. So anyway, let's get into it. Car's been sitting where it's been sitting, and I was in cleaning it out a little bit, but I was up the back there and there was the nastiest big spider, big black looking thing, long legs, you know, funnel web looking things. Scary, so I trod on it. All good. So I'm planning on doing the induction system. That's been my mission for a little while. getting in cleaning it out. I do want to put a new intercooler on and move it up in front of the radiator. But this car has a thermo fan in front of the radiator, which takes up a fair bit of room. So, and it's had the original clutch fan removed off the 1G-GTE motor. So I'm thinking I might have to find a clutch fan to put back on so I can get some room in front of the radiator, because there's no room behind it to put thermos in either. Get that clutch fan back on, and then I can slide an intercooler up behind the grill area. So that's the mission. So the air cleaner and air intake had a bolt that went down into the inner guard, so I had to take the front wheel off, undo that bolt, undo the airflow sensor cable, and popped it out. So this intercooler pipe actually has the blow-off valve attached to it, which has some sort of breather line that's running up to the inlet manifold. So I'll disconnect all of that and I'll get that intercooler pipe off, and next mission is probably drain the radiator. So that's the blow-off valve that is on there, adjustable blow-off valve. Anyway, getting down to it. So guys, that might be it for today. Started some inroads into dismantling our girl. I'll give you a look inside the engine bay right now. So I've cleared out in the front, and there's heaps of room in there for an intercooler, as has been suggested to me by some excellent Toy Mods members. So heaps of room down in there. Needs a fair bit of a clean out. Starting to clean up a bit of this mess. I want a new radiator anyway. Down in there you can see where the clutch fan isn't on there anymore. If I can fit thermos in there I will, but I might be looking at a new radiator or get this one re-cored, and new radiator hoses. most definitely, and just general tidy up while I clean it out in there. I'm down to those intercooler pipes. Got to take a bit more off the top of the engine and then probably polish up those pipes and clean up some other parts as I'm getting a bit of access. Down here there's 2 fuel filters. So I'm just going to track that fuel line through because I do have a little bit of trouble getting fuel through from the back end. So I'll be tracking that through. And it's also got a very, I reckon it's an old style oil pressure gauge. That's it, that you can see hanging out the side, that has the oil line running to the gauge. And I'd like to change that over to just a sender unit and a sensor. So I'll track that through in the motor and see where it's sitting at. Anyway, guys, that's good progress for the afternoon.